what is this entire paper all about, do you think? Technology? Advancements, okay, advancements in so many fields. Comments and technologies in the sense, maybe technologies that's been used more by Tamil people and the region based in Tamil Nadu only. Yes? How many of you are aware of those, way old ancient techniques of using a substitute for fridge, using a substitute for, the machineries that we use these days, bikes, cars? Do we have any substitute during olden days? Instead of fridge, what were we using?
Pots.
Pots, okay, fine. Pots in the sense, what type of pots? Copper? Earthen pots were used, fine. That's the way old method of, making water so chill. Or even if we are supposed to, keep our batter for a long time, we'll just place water in a big vessel and then we'll place the batter there. Have you ever seen that in your households? Maybe before 10-15 years, that must be the practice. But these days we have fridge. So in the same way, the very first chapter is all about weaving and pottery alone. Now when we talk about weaving, it's very important because the thing that we are wearing is only because of the people who weave that. Right? We have got cottons. Yes, cotton plants are there everywhere in Tamil Nadu, most of the regions. Especially if you take Erode and Salem and all, you can very well get cotton sarees. Like Salem cotton sarees and Erode cotton sarees. YouTube and all, so many people are selling. Like weavers are selling sarees in YouTube these days, named as Salem cotton sarees or Chettinad cotton sarees and all. Now weaving, when we say, it's not just sarees, right? From cotton, we will have to make cotton as threads. And all those threads, we will have to yarn it as cloth, a piece of cloth. And then only the other processes will be taking place. These days, we have shirts, trousers, pants, salwar, a lot of varieties we have. But during olden days, maybe all this stitching is also not possible at that time, right? Today we are stitching just, like that 1 day or 1 hour stitching is also there in T Nagar. If you go to T Nagar, every other street they will be calling us for 1 hour we will stitch and give you the salwar. 1 hour we will be stitching and giving you this pant. Right? There in T Nagar it is available now. But before 20,000 years or 20,000 years, people were wearing cloths. How? 27,000 years ago. Animal skin, very good. Animal skin were been used, and then leaves, then barks of the tree. Okay, they used to call it as nar in Tamil. Have you heard of it? Yes, mara nar they used to say. They take that, they just weave everything together and wear it as clothes. They even had seasonal clothes. Like these days we used to wear woolen clothes during winter. Cotton clothes during summer. Why are we doing this? We can even wear woolen clothes during summers, right? But why don't we go for it? It will never go up with our body temperature. That's why we've been using that. Now weaving as an occupation. The very first concept that we're going to see today is weaving as an occupation. Now these days if you just search for weaving, some men will be there who will be weaving everything. That too in a power loom method. We call it as power loom. Have you heard about hand loom? Handloom cloths, handloom sarees, khadi cotton. Have you heard about khadi cotton? Khadi is all about handloom. Handloom is different from power loom because power loom, it takes electricity. Okay, we can see one machinery, a large machine will be there, threads will be inserted inside, and we can just turn on the switch alone, everything the machinery will be doing. But power loom, it's entirely different because people have to use their own hands. They have to do this like this. Have you seen that in movies and all? 2 rods will be there, wooden rods. The threads will be inserted there, and then they will be doing either way they will be shaking their hands so that at the end the cloth will be coming out. You might be thinking it's an easy task, but then it will take days and days for them to weave a single piece of cloth. And then only it will go for the stitching. Now besides agriculture. So those days in Tamil Nadu we used to have only one occupation, which is agriculture. Okay, which place is known as the rice bowl of South India? Anjavur is being known as rice bowl of South India. Same way, which place is known for silk? Kanchipuram. So silk in the sense, immediately we think about Kanchipuram. Even today it's been considered as Kanchipuram silk has been and well known in this world. So imagine those days, people only would have had that one occupation in that place because maybe the soil might not be that fertile, so they cannot end up in agriculture. So anyways, they'll have to end up in weaving only. So the same way, many other districts were also part of this weaving. There are references in Sangam literature to show that silk, cotton and woolen clothes were woven in Tamil Nadu. What is Sangam literature?
The script 580.
Sangam. What is it by Sangam in Tamil? Madurai Tamil Sangam, I said.
The period which the poets and literature who lived under Pandya kings.
Okay, during Pandyan period only. During Pandyan period, those poets who lived in and around, they used to just go visit the palaces, they'll sing their songs, the poetry to the king, and then the king will be giving them the reward after that. Have you heard about that in Tamil, Mudurai, Naladiyar? So many songs will be there in this childhood publicity. All those were written and then it has been translated to so many languages as well. Like Bharatiya's songs were also been translated to so many languages, right? Thirukkural. When it was been written, Thirukkural. During Sangam time or before that? Way before Sangam time, the Thiruvallur has written Thirukkural. And in that itself, you would have mentioned how people would have lived during those days. But reading those, we understand that even today people are living in the same way only. Only the thing is, our lifestyle changes happen because of the occupation. Today, if you go to anyone's house, if you ask them what the work you are doing today, the occupation, if you ask them, will they be telling, I am weaving? In Chennai, imagine you are asking someone what the work they have been doing today. Will they be telling pottery? Mostly they will be working outside only. Instead of agriculture, weaving and pottery, other IT companies and lot more works have started invading our world because of the technological development only. But here in ancient Sangam literature, they have said that so many Purananuru, Agananuru. How many of you heard about Purananuru? Purananuru. If you have heard this word, you have gone to school. Agananuru? Okay, what is Purananuru? Puram plus Nanuru. That's how the word says. Puram means? Outside. Okay. So outside stories? 400 stories. Puram plus Nanuru, that's how Purananuru. Okay. Life led by people outside their house. Okay. About that, they have written 400 songs. That comes under Purananuru. Now what is Agananuru? Inner character only? Think. I told Purananuru is outside the house. Agananuru? Inside the house. Very good. It's not about our own triads just. Okay, inside the house. Whatever happens inside a family, be it a nuclear family or a joint family, whatever happens in a family, the story tells about the family, so it is called as Agananuru. Agananuru and Purananuru is not just two types of songs. Purananuru, 400 names will be there for all those songs. Agananuru also 400 different names will be there for every other song. So in each and every other song, they would have mentioned how people in, for example, Purananuru songs, they would have talked about people who led their life in their workplace. That is why Purananuru, right? Outside the house. What are all the works they have been doing outside? In those songs, they would have mentioned the occupation of those people, right? So in those songs, it has been mentioned that people belonging to certain plateau region in Tamil Nadu, they were doing this weaving as an occupation. Not only men, but also women. Why? You might be wondering, like before 50 or 60 years, women were denied to go out. Women were denied to go for a work. But how, ma'am, 20,000 years back, it has been mentioned that women were also there as part of weaving occupation. How? in Sangam literature that once women were considered as the breadwinners of the family. They used to go out and hunt animals, they used to go out and work. And this weaving, how it started flourishing is that widows, mostly widows, they'll have to spend their time, they'll have to earn money out of it. So they started weaving as an occupation with the help of the men who were living in the household. So that's how weaving came back as an occupation again in women's life as well. So while weaving was largely the job of men, it was destitute women and widows who spun the threads. So spinning the thread, again it's the stage which is before our handloom. Spinning the thread, you would have seen Gandhiji's picture. Yes, have you seen that he'll have one chakra like thing and he'll sit there and keep on spinning the threads. Only after that one small piece of cloth will be there. For that we need good cotton as well. Okay, those days it was easier for us to get cotton, but these days cotton, if you want to go and get from medical store, they are asking a lot of money as well, right? I think one bundle for 100 rupees they are selling, but those days it was abundance. So anybody can go get the cotton and anybody can go weave the cloth. So these women used to be called as Paruthi Pendi. Okay, now you can find the meaning of this word Paruthi Pendi. What is meant by Paruthi in Tamil? Cotton. What is meant Pendi? Women, very good. So those women, I think they created this revolution of weaving as a part of this industry. So this women who were doing this occupation, they were called as Paruthi Pendi. It is very important, this topic. So you can just note it down. Just the word Paruthi Pendi. So Paruthi Pendi, if they ask one question, who's being called as Paruthi Pendi, you will have to give one basic introduction about how weaving has been considered as an occupation and how women took part in this work. Okay, next is weaving and spinning were the most important crafts of Sangam period. So these people, they won't just weave the cloths and have it for themselves. It will be traded outside. Okay, have you heard about these Mughal kingdom, Mughal people? Where did they rule?
Delhi, North
India. Northern India, nearby Delhi, they were ruling. And it has been said that those Mughal kings and queens, they were using perfumes. Okay, a lot of perfumes they've been using, and those perfumes were being sent from the southern part of Tamil Nadu, they say. Why? Here we have which flower, especially in Madurai?
Malli.
Jasmine, Malli. Madurai Malli we used to say. So from here, people were just using their own fertile lands, their own occupation, everything, not only to just give their needs and demands for the Tamil Nadu people, but also for the entire world. So from here, the clothing, everything, the industry were being there in Tamil Nadu only, but everything has been exported to other parts of our country and to the world. So Urayur and Madurai were the main centers for the manufacture of cotton fabrics. Urayur, how many of you heard about this place Urayur? It is still there. Which district? Urayur. It's in central part of Tamil Nadu. Okay, your voice struggling. 3 boys can come sit front, no? Tiruchi, very good. Urayur is located in Tiruchi. Okay, it's a famous place now. So even those days, Urayur and Madurai, I won't forget. 3 will come friends. I was in school for 3 years, so I know how you will be behaving. Come friend. So Urayur and Madurai, those days it has been considered as the center part where from there exports will be happening. Because today if you go to rural parts of Tamil Nadu, in most places houses will not be there. Only you can see fields or just wastelands. Have you ever travelled in bus from Chennai to southern part of the state? Roadways. If you have gone in roadways, after few districts, after Chengalpattu or after few places, you can see either side nothing will be there. Either dry land will be there or some plants or trees only will be there. Which means even today the entire Tamil Nadu has not been filled by people. Only few villages and few places which has been cultured or civilized has been there with people. So those days, imagine many places will be just deserted. What is the deserted place?
Left unnoticed.
Okay, one meaning of this word desert is that desert, Thar desert that you are telling now.
Unknown.
Another one?
Unnoticed.
Abandoned place. Good, abandoned, or people who don't want to invade that particular place is deserted. Imagine I am telling the college is deserted today, which means it might be a Sunday or a holiday. So nobody is roaming there. So it has been called as a deserted place. So here, just because many places will be deserted, Madurai and Gurayur has been considered as the major part from where all these textiles will be exported to many places. Are you all there? Is it a boring subject or something different from your mainstream? If you are interested in the history and all, it will be fine. If not, it will be kind of okay. The weavers produce the exported fine cotton cloths for the Getti Pattu or heavy silk. Have you heard about Getti Pattu? Translation is heavy silk. Getti means thick and heavy. Okay, Pattu means silk. So this Getti Pattu or heavy silk used, and they were originally woven only in about 15 colors and combinations. They say those days those silks were being made in only 15 colors. Why just 15? 15 numbers.
Dye, flower dye.
Very good. Okay, only those colors were available. Okay, dyeing is again an industry which came after this weaving. Dyeing is also a large scale industry. Today if you take, okay, all these bikes, cars and all, if you're going to purchase, the very first thing that we think about is color. Yes, I just want this white color car only. I just want blue color car. But have you thought about the rating difference in price because of the color? Mobile phone also there is a difference. Yes? Why? Because even today it needs a lot of patience and a lot of chemicals to just make all those different sorts of colors. Because of that only today we have the variation in pricing just because of the color. The same mobile phone you can get black different color, white different color, blue different price. I am telling color price. Okay, so those days they were using natural dyes. Okay, like beetroot juice if they take, and if they will have to make the entire cloth in pink or shade of beetroot, they'll have to soak that for days and days in beetroot extract. And more than beetroot, in Tamil Nadu one famous color has been there out of a flower, indigo. Very good. Okay, indigo is this one flower which was available from way old times in Tamil Nadu. In Tamil we used to call it as Udana. Avuri. Have you heard about this? Avuri, you go and search. If your parents or your relatives they are using hair dyes, in that hair dye sacket this indigo will be there. That is nothing but avuri. Okay, so this avuri flower, how they will take is that they'll just pluck the flower, they'll just soak it in the water, and after few days it will turn yellow, it seems. Okay, the flower will change, it has yellow color. Once it turns yellow, they will again be soaking it in another platform where it will form a dark blue in color. Okay, dark shade of blue. So they use avuri in hair oil also these days. Okay, they use avuri leaves and flowers in hair oil just to make our hair dark in color. So this avuri and other natural dyes were used for the clothing. Then the weavers compared the sheen of the sari to the sparkling waters of Pala river that flows through the city. So these weavers, I think weavers are not the one who would have told that the sari pallu or the sari sheen of the sari. What is the sheen material? Sheen. During functions or especially after evening reception and all, we used to wear a kind of cloth which will be so shiny, right? It will be thin and shiny. Shirts and a lot of sheen shirts are there. Saris, party wear, we used to call it as party wear. It's not just silk, okay? It's kind of sheen, shimmery material they used to call it as. So those days itself in Tamil Nadu they had sheen material cloths. So these sheen material cloths, especially saris, are being, maybe the poets would have told, those sheen material cloths are looking like the sparkling river. Why do they say river is sparkling? How the river will sparkle? What's mean by sparkle?
shining. You can say
Minnarathu. Okay, in Tamil they used to say nalla jolikkirathu. We used to say no. How rivers will sparkle.
due to the sunlight.
Very good. When the sunlight falls there onto the river, then it will sparkle. So they say that maybe the poets would have told this, that the sheen material of the saree looks like the Palar river. What is Palar? Name of the river. Where does it flow?
Underground.
Karnataka, Tamil Nadu border. Very good. Palar river is the one which forms as a border between Karnataka and Tamil Nadu. Centers of the industry and were well known for their cotton textiles. The Muslims carried very fine floral work of, so they even had floral prints. What is my floral prints?
Flower prints.
Flowers. Do you know one thing, like those days in palaces, okay, people who are there in palace, not just king and queen, right? So many people who are working for them will also be living in palace. So those days they say that there was this one history, I don't know whether it is true, it has been mentioned. So these queens, when the king has been there in the palace, they will be wearing floral printed outfits. But if the king has been going out for a war or hunting, something like that, and if the king is going to be staying away from the palace for days and days and days, like for months, right? If the king is going to visit a nearby district, will he be getting a bus or a flight? No, it will take days and days for traveling itself. So during those days, the queens will never wear this floral printed outfits, but then they used to call it as dirty or dusty threads. Okay, using dusty threads, they used to weave a clothing. Okay, like a clock. CLOAK. What's my clock? Action and all very well you are doing. The words is not coming out. What's my clock?
Put over something.
Like a coat, like an overcoat which will go for the entire, till knee or below the knee. So they will be wearing that at 6. Okay, you were in this class only. Where were you? Okay, now we will have to show the proof, right? If I am going to tell you all these were there, written in Sangam literature, all these were there in Tamil Nadu and all, how many of you question who said this? Blindly we are believing in something or the other, right? We don't have this question, who told this, who have seen this? Anyways, we would not have been seen all those. Sangam literature also, what if some other person would have written or done something else?
The 5 epics. 5 epics.
5 epics, Aimperungampegal. So he has jumped from Purananuru, Alananuru and Aimperungampegal now. Have you heard about archaeologists? Who are they? Excavation, they do excavations, okay, fine. Oh, in Tamil also you can say, who are these archaeologists? Somebody said starters. Tolporul ஆராய்ச்சியாளர்கள். Okay, they go places. Okay, they will excavate places. They will find out if any, like Mohenjo-daro, Harappa and all. How did we get to know? People were excavating all those places. So under the ground, every other city has been buried. Okay, so here we have one famous place which has been excavated. Keeladi. Okay, so here in Tamil Nadu we have Keeladi, where people have excavated a lot of things and the house structures and all, so that we will get to know that, okay, before back these years, people would have lived a life in that particular lifestyle. So based on the archaeologists' answers, we get to know that there are some indications that weaving was already known in Paleolithic era. We have Stone Age, Copper Age. What is meant by Paleolithic age? Years ago. Very good. Paleolithic age is also called as?
Stone Age.
Very near, your answer is early Stone Age or Old Stone Age period has been called as Paleolithic. So Paleolithic period, we have got to know that weaving was being considered as a major industry not only in Tamil Nadu but all over the world, especially in one place which is called as Dolny Westernice. So Dolny Westernice is situated in Czech Republic. So where is it situated? Asia or Europe?
Europe.
Czech Republic. You'll get to know and tell me. Okay, why you know watch news? In Tamil they used to say Czech start. Now, so that was before 27,000 or 30,000 years ago. Okay, Paleolithic age. That is Old Stone Age or Early Stone Age. Now, textile industry is the oldest and one of the biggest industries in the districts. It provides large-scale employment and is a source of foreign exchange earner. So, large-scale employment. So, imagine, okay, one company is about to be started in Chennai. Immediately, some people they say, why all those MNCs are being started here? Yes, we wanted to use our own land for our own purposes, but then foreign people they are just using this land. But the other side is that we people will get employment opportunities. Yes or no? So here we have, I think near Sriperumbudur they have started Foxconn. How many of you have heard about this? The place where iPhones are being made. Foxconn. Okay. EC is there, right? So EC students, I wanted you all to end up somewhere in Sriperumbudur one day. Because Foxconn, Nokia, so many companies are there where only EC is the major stream. So though they, once engineering colleges were started in our state, okay, maybe before I think 15 years, maybe before 15 years, engineering colleges started flourishing in our state. Before that, maybe one engineer will be there in one street. But now at least 2 to 3 engineers are there in one house. Right? So we have just evolved. So these days everyone have been evolving. So many engineering colleges were being opened. So where will all those graduates will go after completing 4 years? Chances are there they'll end up settling in foreign country, or they'll end up in as starting a business or something else. Because at the time we did not have all these companies there in our own state. Right? Slowly after engineering flourished, they started all these companies so that these graduates can be getting some employment opportunities, which will be helpful or it will be kind of hazard. Both. Quite helpful for the people who need the job. Right? So the same way only weaving, just because of the weaving industry, the people who were located in and around that particular district, they got employment opportunity. So in that way, if they have been employed, they will get extra income. They get extra income, the lifestyle will be improved in a standard way. So overall, the economical development of that particular region itself will be flourishing a lot. So that textile industry helped in all these segments. So we have 3 segments in textile industry: mill sector, handloom and powerloom. What is in the mill sector? Powerloom, handloom I told you. Mill. We have rice mills, oil mills, the same way we had. I told you the meaning, but I didn't tell the word. Before handloom, they'll have to do something. Weaving only handloom. Okay, I think you're searching for the word. That word is not actually the correct word.
Cultivating.
Cultivating is way before. After cultivating, only cotton will be yield. Gandhiji. Spinning, very good. Okay, spinning. Spinning the yarn. Oh, okay. I'm sorry, I didn't get it. Okay, fine. So the next is Erode district. Okay, you just go type Erode cotton in Google. Okay, just go home and do this. Erode cotton. A lot of varieties will be there, especially saris and dhotis. Okay, people used to wear dhotis only. I used to wonder, what's the reason behind the saris and dhotis those days? Maybe one easy thing is we don't want to stitch, right? Dhotis and saris are just a piece of cloth, right? Only the measurement matters. Okay, sari will be much more longer, but the dhoti will not go to that extent. The thing is they don't want to stitch. Okay, no sewing machine, nothing was there during those days, so the clothing alone, they just made use of it as dhoti and saris. Yes, Hariharan? Erode district is one of the most industrialized in the state of Tamil Nadu. Then industry and trade occupy a place of prominence in economy of the district. Like I told you, if employment opportunity is being given, slowly that particular family will develop. If that develops, then the entire society will be uplifted. Then industries that flourished in early days in and around Erode area were handlooms, weaving and carpet manufacturing. So we have this field, right? Architecture stream. Just to join the college, we'll have to crack a lot of entrance examinations. I think those are difficult. But those days, I don't think we had architecture as a course. But they have built a lot of buildings, which is even there in a very good condition. But these days, I think last month, I don't know how many of you have watched this in news. Nearby Pondicherry, they one family, okay, family they have built a house. Okay, now build
Drainage system.
yes, near the drainage system. Did you watch the video? The entire building, they did not even they did not even start using that house. The entire building just collapsed like something else. Okay, if you would have watched the video, there just the picture itself shows as if it is standing in a slanting position only. Now imagine the person who has invested the amounts to build the building. Like this is happening in 2024. But people who have built all those monuments and buildings, gopurams and all, before so many years, okay, without any proper education, we should say, no architecture college was there, right, knowingly. But then they have built all those which is still standing, in a very good condition. Hard time. Hard time for us. The advent of modern era has changed these industries to some extent, and power loom weaving is slowly replacing it. Power loom weaving is slowly replacing this, which means? So you won't tell in sentence. What is meant by power loom industries are replacing handloom industries?
Handloom industries are reducing.
Okay, does that mean that handloom industries are also there along with power loom?
No.
No. Replacing means instead of this, that. Okay, so these days we can't find handloom industries, only power loom. So those people who were doing this handloom industries, they would not be having enough money to invest in power loom, because power loom we need heavy machines and then electricity. So those people who cannot afford doing all those arrangements, their life would have been changed differently, because they would have entered this weaving industry and they would have shifted it to something or the other. So these are the reasons behind the contemporary era. Okay, what is my contemporary?
Middle age.
Very near your answers. Contemporary age.
Evolution. Iron Age.
Modern age. Very
Age.
close.
Iron Age.
Very back. Contemporary age. Okay, I'll tell you. Contemporary poets, they used to call. Sangam literature poets. Contemporary poets means Samakala Kavinyargal we used to say. So contemporary means current era. Okay, it's not modern era or old age era. Contemporary means the day we are living today. Today what's the trend? That is contemporary trend. Okay, because yesterday, long back what happened is past. And something which is about to strike the world, we don't know what will happen. So the current age is being called as contemporary age. Next is, Erode district is predominantly agriculture and nature. Erode district occupies 5th place in small scale industries. What is meant by small scale industries? You go visit Sriperumbudur, so many industries will be there which will take acres and acres of lands. You take one industry, like for example, you take one company. Okay, Samsung company if you take, it will run for acres and acres, like for kilometers they would have got the place. So which means it is a large scale industry. But small scale industry is that maybe in the terrace, okay, or in one room, they do some sort of industrial works. So that is called a small scale industry. In Tamil Nadu, recently small scale industries were being considered as a high demand, most probably by women who are living in rural places. Why? Because they don't want to go anywhere else. They just can be in their own comfortable house and do some sort of work, industrial work. Those for everything, I think government has been offering a lot of help. Okay, so those companies are called as small scale companies or industries. So Erode stands number 5. So what are all the remaining 4 districts you think? Coimbatore? Coimbatore, Chennai, Salem. Salem cotton is Kanchipuram SM Silks. Now handloom. Handloom industry is a traditional industry in Tamil Nadu providing employment to 10 lakh people. Imagine 10 lakh people were being, indulging in all those works. 10 lakh people in the sense 10 lakh families. In that case, it has been helping lot of people in our district, in our state to be living happily with their money. In Erode district, there are a number of villages wherein handloom sector tends to concentrate as indicated below. Okay. Silk weaving. Now we have come from cotton, we are going towards silk. Okay. So talking about silk. Silk is, what happened? Okay. Silk is generally being used in everyday basis or occasional basis? Occasional basis. Especially during Pongal. Okay, if it is Pongal, I don't know how far we are celebrating it in city side, but if we are in villages, Pongal is being considered as a best festival, they used to say. Why? They'll celebrate in a very grand manner. Chances are there they'll buy silk saris, silk dhotis. After wedding, they might be buying all those for Pongal celebrations only. So silk weaving again is a very large industry in our state. Rasipuram. Heard about this place, Rasipuram? It is in Tamil Nadu. Okay, Rasipuram, Mannargudi, Kumbakonam, Kanchipuram, Arani. Arani Pattu they used to call, right? Arani, Kanchipuram, Mannargudi. You should keep it in your mind. If any question that's been asked related to silk, if you know all these points, you can just write so that the paper evaluators might think, oh, okay, this student is smart. Okay, just to showcase that you are smart. Other major centers in Tamil Nadu are these places which is known for silk weaving. Are you sleepy now? He is turning back. I am asking you only. You are sleeping? You guys have lunch after this only. One thing. Kanchipuram, situated close to Chennai, is famous for its Kanjivaram saris. These traditional saris are of both silk and cotton. We even have silk cotton material, right? Mixture of both silk and cotton. And one scam all these Flipkart, Amazon and other Myntra, all those apps they do is that they'll mention that this particular product is a cotton shirt or a cotton shawl. But if we buy the product, we will only know that it's mixture of rayon. Can you find that rayon substance which is there in cotton? What is rayon actually? Synthetic. Synthetic, which is harmful for our skin only actually. But when they are reviewing the product, they will just show us this is rayon, it is not pure cotton. But today we are rushing towards 100% cotton materials, but then it has not been available in an abundance in our country. Why? Synthetic fibers they used to say, right? All those synthetic fibers which has been made from industry, it's not natural. Okay, made in industry factories and then it has been mixed with cotton. Silk also we don't know, they might sell one silk saree for 1 lakh. But then we have the second thought, 1 lakh we are spending for this one saree, which is going to be pure silk. But chances are they would have added some other synthetic fibers as well. Okay, I saw one video the other day where in cupcakes, okay, cupcake has been bought from the bakery. Instead of eating the cake, the person, one experiment I guess the person is doing. The cupcake is being put it in a vessel. They are opening the tap, vessel under the tap, okay, the water. Now imagine, cupcake in the sense, it will be so soft, right? It will be so soft. The moment we just, bite it, immediately it will seem as if we are swallowing that. But just, I have never done that because if we do that, maybe after that we won't eat cupcake, so I will do that. But the person will show that, if you show that cupcake, in the water, the cupcake will start dissolving. It should dissolve, right? So at the end, no hard particles should be there. But instead, there was this paper-like thing at the end. They are not the cupcake paper. Okay, they have taken the paper out. But after dissolving that cupcake, we find that one hard substance is there, which is synthetic fiber, it seems. So they are using synthetic fibers in food these days, cakes especially. How do you think the cake will be staying fresh in bakery for weeks and weeks and weeks? preservatives. So those preservatives are not just liquids or some water that we are using to spray it out. Those are the materials that's been used, the ingredients. Okay, the synthetic fiber has been used in you making this cakes. I don't know what has been mixed in ice creams, because ice creams again, imagine that the ice cream parlor wala will be having one long vessel wherein filled with ice cream. Do you think that the entire vessel will be used in 1 week? It might take years. If it is going to be rainy season or winter season, it will be stagnated there only. So during May month or April only we used to go buy ice creams a lot. So that particular ice cream that we are eating during May month must have been prepared the year before that particular May. But then it is still fresh. How? Synthetic fibers. They use synthetic fibers. And these days so many cancer institutes are there. How? Lifestyle changes. The way that we eat, the food that we eat, everything is different. One main thing is the clothing that we choose also. Okay, what sort of clothing we use. If it's not cotton, chances are there some skin allergies, rashes. Yes, sometimes the shoe that or the new chappal if you buy, especially the shoe. If you buy a new shoe, try to wear it without wearing a sock. Okay, maybe behind your ankle. The next day after going for like 10-15 steps, you find something is itchy. Have you ever noticed? The backside of your ankle, if you check, you will start bleeding after some time. One day if you use the new shoe, you will have to just bite your teeth, you will have to see some bleeding there, and then only you can start using that for some time. Why? Harsh materials they use, which is not suitable for our human skin. Okay, but those days if you take, these complicated things were not being used in weaving or whatever industry that is. Okay, food also we had only minimum types, but these days we have a lot of varieties, right? If you take just ice cream, we have black currant. What do you think they are using in black currant? Black color currant?
Chocolate.
Okay, first of all, do you think chocolate is real chocolate? The chocolates that we are having is not at all real chocolate. Caramelized chocolates they used to say. Do you think those are good for health? White sugar. White sugar, brown color tint, 1 drop chocolate. We'll believe, oh yeah, good chocolate. Okay, you go to Ooty, Kodaikanal, these days people might be cheating, we don't know. Ooty chocolates, they say it's real. But who knows? Right? They will sell it for like 60 rupees, 70 rupees. We think, oh, it's very cheap. Because no cocoa. Right? That's how it happens. So we have come a very long way. Back then, from using real cottons to these days, we are using a thing like cotton. Okay, in our cotton dresses. So if I go beyond this, maybe you all will feel